Hi, my name's Kayla.
And I'm Ellie, and we are here today to solve the problem of what to eat for a snack after school.
We're going to make two recipes today. The first recipe is peanut butter cereal bars. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in and go over the ingredients you need to make the recipe. You're going to need cornflakes or the cereal of your choice. You're going to need peanut butter, miniature marshmallows, butter or margarine, a microwave safe bowl, a 13 by 9 inch pan, and a microwave. You're also going to need measuring utensils and a spatula. So you're going to want to make sure that your ingredients are spaced nicely on your counter with enough workspace so you have elbow room, but you're also going to want to make sure that all your ingredients are within arm's length. So first thing, before you make the recipe, we want to make sure we wash our hands. And when you wash your hands, you want to use hot water and soap, and you want to wash them for about 15 seconds. A good way to remember this is to sing happy birthday twice to yourself, or you can sing the ABCs once. So I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. And when washing your hands, you want to make sure that you get all surfaces in between your fingers. Okay, we're ready to go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and measure out our first ingredients. We're going to use 3 tablespoons of butter. So go ahead and cut that out here. And we're going to put that into our microwave safe bowl. And then we're going to do put marshmallows in there. We already previously measured out our marshmallows, so here's our marshmallows. And then we're going to put that in the microwave for 2 minutes. And while that melts, we are going to talk a little bit about protein.
Protein is important for everyone to eat, and you should have a little bit at every meal of the day. It's good for 3 main functions. It's going to build muscle, protect you from getting sick, and it can also provide energy.
There are 2 types of proteins. There's complete protein and there is incomplete protein. Complete protein is the best source of protein, and that comes from things such as beef, meat, any meat, chicken, fish. And then there's incomplete protein, and that comes from non-animal sources, so beans, whole grains or grains, which we're going to use cornflakes or cereal for that today, nuts and seeds. And our peanut butter would be the other source of protein. And those 2 incomplete proteins make a complete protein. So you can do that with any sort of incomplete protein. So this snack would be a good source of protein. Okay, our marshmallows are done, so I'm going to want to pull them out of the microwave with using hot pads to make sure that I don't burn myself. And you can see that the marshmallows are still not melted all the way, so I'm going to want to stir it and try and make it as smooth as possible. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the microwave for another minute. And while it's in the microwave for the minute, Ellie's over here. She's measuring out peanut butter. So, and then also another reason that I really like the peanut butter cereal bars is they're fairly cheap to make. Depending on how you cut them, They can make 24 to 30 cereal bars, and it's about 37 cents per cereal bar, so they're relatively cheap. Okay, so it's ready now. So we're going to go ahead and take it out of the microwave using hot pads again. And I'm going to go ahead and add the peanut butter to the marshmallow mixture here. I'm just going to stir it in until it's mixed nicely and it's smooth. Okay, looks like it's ready. So my bowl isn't big enough, so I'm going to add it to another bowl, and then we're going to stir in the cereal. Okay, so we already measured out our cereal too. So Ellie is going to go ahead and add the cereal in slowly. This is a good time. You can ask for help. You can get kids involved. You can do this together. It's easiest to add it slowly in order to mix all of the marshmallow and peanut butter together. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure all of the cornflakes or cereal that you decided to use are covered with the marshmallow mixture, which it's going to get a little tough to stir at this point, which is okay. I'm actually going to see if I can use a fork to stir it with. We have one over here. I feel like it'll be a little bit easier than using the spatula. Okay. Alright, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to add it to the 13 by 9 inch pan. And Ellie's going to go ahead and butter the spatula. That way the cereal bars don't stick to the spatula as we're trying to spread it out in the pan.
It's also a good idea to butter the actual pan, that way they don't stick to the pan. Cooking spray works well if you have that, but butter works just fine too.
Okay. That. And then we can go ahead and just smash it down in the pan. You want to make sure it's touching all corners of the pan. And try and get it evenly. So after you finish doing this, You're going to wait about 10 minutes for it to sit, and then you can go ahead and cut it. And our finished product is over here, and that is what it looks like, the peanut butter cereal bars.
Okay, now we're going to move on to our next recipe. Before we do that, we're going to take a minute and clean up our space. Butter knife?
We could just, you want me to use this one?
Sure, that sounds great.
This isn't part of it.
It's okay.
Do you have any more paper towels? Yeah, they're in the drawer.
Okay, now that we have organized our workspace, let's talk about what we need for our second recipe. The second recipe that we're doing is apple smiles, and so for this recipe we're going to need 1 apple, some marshmallows, some peanut butter. You'll also need a butter knife and a cutting board. So now that we have everything organized and ready to go, let's wash our hands. We're going to use the same technique that we used before. You need some hot water and some soap, and you want to wash it for 15 seconds. Make sure that you get the top and the bottom of your hands around the nails as well. Before we get started, we're going to talk about knife safety. It is very important when you're working with a knife to make sure that you use it safely and in the right way. First of all, you always want to have adult supervision, so if you're using a knife, make sure there's a grown-up around. You also never want to cut things in your hand. So this apple, this is not the right way to cut it. You want to make sure that you cut it on the cutting board. When you do that, you want to make sure that it doesn't wobble. So you're going to use the flattest side of the apple, which is going to be by the stem, turn it over upside down, hold it in place, and then cut it. When you do cut it, you want to make sure that you hold the handle firmly so that you can control the knife and that it goes the way you want it to go. You also want to make sure that you never point the blade towards yourself or towards anyone else. You also want to pay attention when you're using the knife, so you make sure that you're using it in the correct way and that you're not going to harm someone else. Okay, now that we've talked about that, let's wash the apple. So to wash the apple, you want to make sure that you get the stem and the core, because this is where the dirt's going to hide. If there's any stickers on your apple, this is a good time to take them off as well. So let's wash the apple. You want to make sure you dry it off as well. Okay, now it's time to cut. So we're going to put it flat side down, hold it in place. You want to cut it in half. Make sure you keep your fingers away from the blade. Cut it right in half. Okay, we're going to try this again. Okay, now it's time to cut the apple. So you're going to cut it in half. Make sure you keep your fingers away from the blade. Now you should have 2 halves. You're going to take one of those halves, place it face side down, cut that in half. Now you're going to have quarters. You're also going to see that you've got the stem and the core and all of this in here showing. So we're going to cut that out. So put it face side down. and just cut towards the cutting board. You may take a couple times to cut it through. Make sure you get all of the center because you don't want to eat that. When you're done, you're going to have something that looks like this. Now at this point you can cut your wedges. So turn it face side down and then cut your wedges. Now depending on the size of the apple will depend on how many wedges you get. Bigger apples will give you more wedges. You want to make them small enough so that you can eat them, but big enough so they hold the marshmallows and the peanut butter as well. So here you go. This is what they'll look like. Now let's move on to our next step. Now we're going to take the peanut butter and put it on the actual apples. You want to put the peanut butter on one side of the apples. When you put it on there, you want to make sure that you get a good amount on there because the peanut butter is going to hold the marshmallows in place. So if you don't have enough, they're going to fall out. Okay. Now we have those ready to go. And now for the marshmallows. The marshmallows you're going to place on top of the peanut butter. Just put them right next to each other. These are going to be your teeth. Okay. Now we have our teeth in place. Time to put on the other side of the mouth. You're going to put the peanut butter upside down so that the peanut butter surrounds both sides of the marshmallows. And here's what your apple smile will look like when it's done. A couple of fun facts about fruit. Fruit gives you energy. It also has fiber, so that keeps you full, and it's low in calories and high in vitamins, so it's good for you. And the good news is this recipe costs 14 cents to make, so it's very budget friendly, and it's good for people that are looking for something nutritious to eat that's quick to make. Today, we showed you two recipes, peanut butter cereal bars and apple smiles. Both are budget friendly. They're easy to make, very few ingredients. They're fun to make together as a family, and they're good for you. So we hope that you enjoyed the recipes today, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks!